Aha!
That's a good sign.
Yes,
All right. We'll
yes,
get the Zoom
yes.
going.
We will, and we're also going to pick apart. We have some thoughts, so we're going to pick apart as well during today's show. We are going to pick apart and add to some of Stephen Scott's comments from last week as well.
Okay.
Oh, we have some thoughts. Pardon?
We have some thoughts. Why do I feel like this is leaning slightly in a not necessarily positive direction? Not negative, but not. Like we're gonna pick it apart. We're gonna. All right.
We're gonna have some fun with it.
Okay.
Are we not excited? We're gonna have fun with it.
We are. Let's start doing the thing then. I will get this going.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Recording in progress.
Oh, that wasn't that odd this time.
No, it wasn't, but it's only because it matched yours.
Oh, then next week we'll change that up then.
Ah.
Welcome to Ali and Makara's Books, part of the Broadcast Map Network, the show where the hosts discuss the books they've been reading throughout the week. Here are your hosts, Ali Musa and Makara Slobodian.
Good afternoon on Sunday, November 30th, 2025. We've had a really busy week this week, a lot of recording, a lot of shows, and we are going to break some of that down a little later. But first, I think we have some updates to get into, don't we, Ali?
Yeah, so go ahead.
So we put out a newsletter earlier this week with a lot of exciting changes coming up. The show name, the network name, what that means for the streaming, for the podcast feeds and for the websites, etc. But we also had mentioned that we were taking away the WhatsApp and Messenger groups. We have gone over a little bit of that off air in a bit more detail, and we've decided that we will keep specifically the WhatsApp groups because we recognize that not everyone checks their inboxes all that regularly, and that's fine. But at least the WhatsApp is another place where you can get the links to the newsletters. So we'll be keeping those around for both this show and the books panel, even though we had earlier expressed that those would be discontinued. We will, however, I think, still get rid of the messenger groups.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's generating much traffic. I don't think it's not really generating traffic over there on the Messenger group.
It doesn't necessarily seem to be, no. And as we talked about the other week or so, we have tried a few things. We've tried Discord and the Messenger, and we have kind of talked about where those rank in terms of popularity, and Messenger's not all that high on the list.
And I have to be honest with you that what I'm really finding is that the Discord is really becoming more popular.
Well, Discord in general. I don't know about like the Discord specifically because, of course, we don't.
No, I mean, sorry, that's what I meant. In general.
In general, yeah. It seems that way, doesn't it?
It does, and I think like that's sort of like, it's sort of what I would sort of consider as the new, maybe the new, or almost the new, how do I phrase it? Almost the new X, maybe. Though not exactly.
Yeah, no, it's
Almost.
not, because the format isn't really like, people don't post as they do on X. Like, it is still a messaging. My goodness.
Oh, we're messing words up today.
We are. We are. It is still primarily a messaging platform, but it has certainly increased in its popularity and usage. And I will say, I noticed a couple weeks back when they had made an update, it sort of broke in terms of accessibility for a couple days, but they have fixed it.
Sorry, what's that? Discord?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Do you know what you and I need to do?
What's that?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did I just say need to do?
Need to do.
I'm sorry. No, you know what? No, between us, let's stick to that.
Sure, we can stick to that.
Oh, now you just got me back. You know, is I'd like to sort of. Well, we're going to install it back on the phone again. It's on the iPad and the Mac still.
Oh, okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to get it back on the phone again.
Mm-hmm.
During some of our, now, in case some don't know, or that we do as part of the network, we do you and I do tutorials together.
We do, yeah.
So what we're feeling is, once we sort of gotten through some of the critical stuff that we would like to together kind of get all sorted through,
mm-hmm.
that we play with it, and that we also play and do some extensive sort of testing together and see where it's gone and where it's going.
Yeah, all right.
How does that sound?
It sounds good. They have fixed it since that update. Like, a lot of the labeling was broken on the buttons and things. So it was practically, I found, for 2-3 days, it was practically unusable, but they have since fixed it, and it's back to, I'd say, where it was in terms of usability before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is pretty good. Like, it's pretty accessible. It is still, like we talked about ages ago, that it was a bit longer of a scroll through, but it's not altogether bad.
No, it really isn't. Yeah. We have our groups there still.
We do, because they make deleting a group darn near impossible.
No, but you know what though? But here are some ideas though.
To reinstate those.
Yeah, we could just use them as a place for people. We can just, if you, we won't enforce people there. If they're there, they can.
Yeah, not in like a serious way as we kind of were before. But
that was like more of an enforce we were trying to do.
Yeah. But if
we're
people are over there.
Yeah, no, if they're there, you know what? You're there. We'll provide updates here too. So if you're there, check us out.
Absolutely, yeah. And speaking of some of the tech and different platforms and things, I know you had mentioned off air that you wanted to go into a bit of what we discussed earlier in the week with Stephen Scott. Where would you like to begin with all that?
Well, he said a lot of things.
Certainly.
Well, no, and if and we made the joke earlier about negativity, about not really like, sorry, about like, it isn't, we would not call it necessarily negative.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay.
Oh, we see something here, don't we?
We're going to make him not want to come back ever again.
Oh no. Oh no.
If he's listening.
Pardon?
If he were listening.
No, he knows that. He knows that we wouldn't do that.
No. Of course not.
Pardon?
Well, no, of course not.
No. No. We've done lots of shows together, so no.
And it was a lovely chat.
Oh, it was. Yep, big time. Yeah, absolutely, it was. Yep. So, his view on the Mac.
Okay.
I feel, or we feel, that what he sort of said, he had a point, but I wouldn't say that it was really as maybe accurate as it could have been, because with anything, what he was doing was a comparison between this is how you do it in JAWS and this is how you do it in with VoiceOver. Now, here's the thing. Whenever one is using, and this is also part of
the Allie and McKara tips.
Yeah.
Or what did Jeff call it the other night? Tech Toys Tips?
Oh, no, but we like our name. We like our name better.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Jeff. No, just kidding.
No. Oh. See the fun we have here?
Of course.
And it will continue to be. It'll continue to be this way.
Oh, of course. This is how we do things.
Oh yes. So whenever whenever one is looking at it from a sense of using, say, VoiceOver on the Mac to, say, JAWS on Windows, or which on Windows, that's my preferred screen reader, by the way.
Right. I understand there are a few to choose from, though. But
actually, not as many as there once were.
But still, there are more than, like, on the Mac, VoiceOver is your only choice.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
And
yep.
JAWS is certainly the most commonly used, I would think. On
Windows. And there. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I think it's the most commonly used, and that was where that's where that begins and ends.
Begins and ends. I love it.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
See.
Oh, I see we're carrying over from the other night beautifully.
The other night!
The fun we had.
Oh, yes, yeah. So, one really...
Sorry, am I derailing your train of thought?
Oh, no, you're not. No, we're good,
Oh, good,
we're having fun.
Good.
We're having fun.
Good.
Like, one can't really compare... Like, or if you really want the best, like you want really the experience of learning it, you can't compare that this is how you do it here, and then when you come over, you can't really compare. Because when you compare the two, it really doesn't make it the experience for it to be learned the way it's to be learned. Or the way that it works.
How do you mean?
I knew you would ask me this.
Did you?
I did. Are we surprised?
No, I suppose I shouldn't be.
Because it's a completely different way of doing things.
Right.
one way is just different compared to the other.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was how to put this. I don't know if it was a direct comparison that he was making or that if it was just sort of to say this doesn't work as well as it could. Look at how it works on the other end.
I think it was a bit of both.
Maybe. No, certainly you could be right. I don't.
Yeah, no, I think it was a bit of both. Because, see, but then again, see, and he's also the same person that said that Apple should start over with VoiceOver on the Mac. They should just start it all over again and just redo it. This is the same guy that said that.
Okay.
And that has said that. And he's also said, and do we notice that we bug him about that commercial that he did?
Yes.
And how about we tell us a bit of a secret? Oh, there are no secrets here.
No, it won't be a secret for long.
No.
It'll be on the air, won't it?
Pardon?
It'll be on the air, won't it?
Oh, yes.
But yes, please do share.
That's a bit of the inside sort of scoop between him and I.
Okay.
The inside jokes?
Sure, of course.
That's what this is.
Yeah, when you've known someone for a length of time, you start to have those things.
Yes, so I always sort of get him for that commercial. Where, quote, "Oh, I don't find the Mac, the experience to be very enjoyable," quote. And I sort of and you know what happened? And then I got him back for it. I'm like, come on, you gotta try the Mac again. This was before we actually met on air.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. See, he's been doing. See, the thing is, he's been doing the tech show for, I'm gonna say,
number of years now.
almost like in Canada at least, or for Canadians. Since 2017.
That sounds right. That's what I saw when I was looking through like the show just on Apple Podcasts or whatever. And you know how it says like since it'll kind of show you when it started?
Yeah, although it won't always be accurate unless there's like reiterations of it. Because the feeds have changed too a number of times.
Yeah. But that does add up to what that said. So I imagine it's fairly accurate.
Yeah. We just said true back there.
We did. Is that another one we use a lot?
Yes. Yeah. 2017. And it was interesting because I remember listening at that time as like I think at one time, this was after their first show, that it used to be called Double Tap Canada, then it was renamed to Double Tap.
Oh, okay.
And what he did there was, and then he and the show has changed as well in different ways too.
As anything does after that many years, right?
It does.
No way you can keep something exactly the same for as many years, and you know this. Like we've gone through iterations of things, and
we have. But here's the other thing too. Once you've got the brand all going, it's better. Like then you're best to stick with the brand and evolve it. See, why it's changed so much in these iterations is why that show has changed so much. Because of the network.
Right.
And because of the network. And unfortunately, there's been a lot that has gone on there too.
Because it's through AMI, right?
Yes, I believe for as far as I know, it is. I don't know if that's changed. I think they're still airing it, but there's been a lot. There have been a lot of sort of changes and whatnot that has gone through there as well with AMI and AMI audio as well. It used to be, and believe it or not, I used to enjoy it more. I used to enjoy tuning into that more back in those days, those 2017, 2018, 2019, and I used to enjoy it more, and even 2020, than I do now, because I thought where they were headed because they've sort of gone back on the audio side to being a reading service. And they've got some other stuff there too. Like they've got some other shows that don't cost much. Like they used to have outside contributors and things like that. But all that's been gone now. And and I mean, certainly that's sort of, and it kind of shows in the quality of, it sort of kind of shows in the quality of that. I mean, that show had to stay. But I don't know for how long, right? Because I don't know, because see, it would have been one thing if they were, if the hosts were actually based in Canada, but because Stephen's all the way, he actually lives in Glasgow, Scotland,
right?
And so I don't know what. I mean, that's sort of the thing, right? It's kind of interesting where, right, that sort of, kind of the pieces kind of go. So whatever's sort of up with their license renewal or whatever, I don't know because that's really the issue with AMI right now.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, and so.
What do you think would have changed if they were based in Canada? Would that affect the license renewal, do you think, or?
Well, this actually impacts the network, not necessarily them. Because not necessarily Stephen and Sean, because they are carrying out, because it's all about. It's all about the resources and the revenue coming in as well. So because they're sort of right, because if it would depend on whether they saw that they could keep them in there or not and keep the show going. And if they don't have if everything is kind of up in the air for them, which I think is really what could happen. I don't know what. I think certainly the future doesn't look bright for AMI as a company.
Mm.
And I mean, I thought they had everything. I thought everything was sort of that they had everything with the, with the 4 live shows that they had and everything else with the talk shows they had. I thought they were sort of, they were kind of getting right up there.
Yeah, kind of had a good position for themselves.
And then they had to make cutbacks because they're not sure of their, right? There's no guarantee kind of for them, right? That's really, and then that's kind of what happens.
Yeah, well, I guess you never know, like, one way or the other.
Well, it's up to well, you never know, but it's up to the CRTC to either extend their license or see here, or whatever the case. See, here's the thing.
Oh, AMI as a whole, you mean?
AMI as a whole.
I see.
That's what I meant there.
Right. No, I didn't know if you meant that there were individual licenses.
No. As a whole.
Yeah,
as a
no,
whole.
I see that now.
So that's why I say I don't see the future. I don't know. I don't really see the future being that bright for the company.
Okay, see, I didn't understand that you were talking more broadly.
And I apologize for that.
No, you're fine. We got there.
Oh! Well, we always get there, don't we?
We do. It just took a bit more, of course I'm not especially familiar with any of that stuff, so
No.
my own ignorance in that.
No, you're okay. No, we are happy to always explain.
Yeah, and we, got more of the story, as it were.
Oh yes. So now, and so what, before we get into the book, what's coming up? What's going to be happening on our? And we'll also be So what's exactly changing here?
Okay, well, the show name for a start. Tomorrow, I guess the new URL will go into effect. Although I did see, I guess the network hub is live now, right?
It is, isn't it?
It is. I saw that. That is wonderful. So that'll be going up, the site for the Musa Slobodian network, where you can find all of the links to the various show websites in one place, conveniently located.
And we will be working on that together, putting all that there, won't we?
We will. And of course, as we've talked about on air and in newsletters, this show you're listening to right now, or later, whenever you're choosing to listen, will be renamed the Ali and Makara Show, so that we can branch out and do more different types of content, maybe have more guests in the future if we're so lucky. We'll still talk about books, of course, but we'll get more into the tech as we have been, and other things. We might even talk about our favorite songs at some points.
Oh, we will!
It's all very exciting.
And also the broadcast map show is changing, isn't it?
Yes, would you like to share more on that?
So that's going to be changing to the Ali Musa Show. Now, the reason for this change is so that to indicate that this is not just a show about broadcasting. There has been some confusion relating to that.
Oh, has there?
A little bit. Not necessarily. I wouldn't know if I'd call it confusion, but there has. But it maybe I would say a little bit. There has been.
It has been expressed to you that there was something there?
Well, yes. It would kind of have been like, well, it looks like your show is about the media industry as a whole.
Which it was at one time.
Yes, it was.
But it has grown and changed, expanded.
It has. Now it allows for us to talk about, which also might indicate it talks about our favorite sports teams as well.
Mm-hmm.
And these trade deadlines. Yes, news. And
All
the
sorts
trade.
of things.
Go ahead.
Trade deadlines, you were saying?
Yes,
Sorry, go on.
No, no, no.
Please.
No. The trade deadline shows we had been doing, or we have been doing. And there's also some, and we'll also be sharing about some updates on how that show is going to be expanding, or possibly ideas to make that going a little smoother as well.
Oh?
Yes.
Well, then, for all those who are subscribed there who aren't yet, who should be, you should keep an eye out and subscribe to the newsletter. Just enter your email on the site. The new URL, preferably, although the old ones will still redirect to the new ones, but there will be new URLs to reflect the show name changes.
And new podcast feeds as well.
Oh, there'll be brand new feeds. Is that what's...
Yeah, because when you change the... Go ahead.
Is that where we've kind of landed on this?
Well, because when you change the URL, or when you change, or even in this case, though, we're changing we would have to resubmit the feed because that's going to change too.
Oh, okay. So nothing's going to get broken necessarily. So then people will have to subscribe to the new feed.
We'll have to take a look at. We'll take a look at that together. Not exactly sure what's going on there. What will happen there?
Okay. Well, once we have figured it out more definitively, we will keep you all updated, certainly, because we want you to be able to have access wherever you want to listen.
Yes. It will all be good.
It will. We will sort everything. We always do. And we will go forth with these new, exciting changes.
We will do it all
together.
Yes, we will.
Very much looking forward to it. What a way.
Okay. Didn't get any errors there.
No.
So here we go.
That was a bit random. I guess we'll see later on what, if anything, happened.
Yes, but we're here.
We're here.
Although we did get an unstable message in Zoom, though, a minute ago, so I don't know, a couple minutes ago.
Oh, okay. See, that's odd. I didn't see anything.
No, but we're here.
We are. We are here, and it still looks like things are going all right, so we will keep moving on.
Yes, let's get into the book.
Let's get into the book while things are stable, while there are no more errors. So this week, if you missed the newsletters, and if you maybe missed our previous show, we read Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan, or are still reading. Allie, what are your thoughts so far?
I knew.
Well, because I think we are both still reading it, because I think I saw yours at, 80-85%?
We just updated it, actually, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
We were reading some this afternoon. Yeah. You know what, though? Here's what it does. This kind of a book, what it sort of does is it tells the tale, not the tale, but it tells sort of a history of what things were like in a particular time. And you sort of can look at it and think about it and go, well, this is how things are today.
You can, but it's also a different place, so you can't necessarily compare.
No.
Blow by blow or whatever you want to call it, because we are certainly not in the UK, much less a small rural town in Ireland.
Yeah, that's it too, yeah.
But it is interesting, and it does provide a history. Please continue.
No, that's kind of it.
Okay. Well, what have you thought of the story besides the history? And
I don't know if I have a thought on it. I think it was just it was sort of one of those interesting ones, I think.
Okay, or perhaps I should rephrase, not not a thought, perhaps, but have you been enjoying it? Was it something that wasn't really?
It's okay.
Mhm. Well, okay is good.
Maybe worth maybe 2 or 3 stars, I think.
Okay. Right. But yeah, it really does put you in kind of the time and place, doesn't it?
It does.
I enjoy things like that. I think, and it doesn't sort of, what's nice is that it doesn't dump all of that on you at the beginning. It sort of puts those things throughout. Like, it doesn't say, oh, it was 1985, such and this was happening. It eases you in and you sort of get, oh, he turned on the news or he didn't turn on the news and went into all these things, right? About politically what might have been happening and sort of the maybe more religious aspects and economic struggles and all the various bits of what would have made up day-to-day life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've been liking it so far. I think it's what's interesting is I think how short it is, but how much it still manages to pack in. Like you look at it and you go, "Oh, it's only an hour and 57 minutes in audio form." But as you're going through, there's so much that the author manages to insert into this. It's like, "Oh, this is what Bill and his family's like day to day is. This is what his history was," without ever getting sort of dragged down in one or the other, even though it seems quite mundane at times.
Yeah.
It's interesting what can still be accomplished in such a short amount of time, and I think it's neat that it's just called sort of small things like these, like just life, just a small town and how people were getting on.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's how it kind of portrays, doesn't it?
Yeah, because sometimes I think, and this is why, of course, there are different genres in fiction to begin with. Like you have your fantasy, you have your science fiction, you have all these things that where the stories are tend to be more grand or tend to be more higher stakes, but it's nice when you can just have something that is this. It's still very much fiction. It's not it is based in a history. It is based in this is what the situation was at the time, but of course the characters are fictional and it's just a different side of it that I think is quite fascinating.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think I may end up giving it three is certainly a starting place. I may do three or four myself once I've done it, but we'll see how I feel as it keeps going on.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a nice short one though to get those numbers up for the reading challenge. Still
Oh, yeah.
trucking along.
Oh, yes. We sort of surpassed it.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I still think it would be interesting to talk about what our favorites of the year have been closer to the end of the year.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I think it would be nice. But on that note, what would you like to pick for next week's book? Because I know it is your turn and you had a couple that you were talking about last week.
Well, we can do the Cheryl Crow one. We could do Iron Mike. Which do you think?
There was that. What was the other one you were talking about the other week? Morning Has Broken?
Morning Has Broken. You know what? That would be a good one too.
Okay. What is that about for those who may not be familiar? Because I'm certainly not.
That's about Erin Davis writing about her daughter, I believe, who I think I don't know. I mean, don't quote me on it. I can't remember, but who I think I don't know, I think it was her daughter or something that passed in a plane crash or something. I don't know. I can't remember now.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those stories.
Yeah, well, we can certainly do that if you like.
Let's do it. Aaron Davis was a broadcaster.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, that's what we'll do then. We'll have that in tomorrow's 1 week reminder, the link. And now I believe it's that time again to go on to the schedule.
It is.
And you've got a show coming up tomorrow, right? So why don't you tell us about that?
Yes, Jim Taddy, who is the host of the Leafs pre- and post-game for the TSN 1050 broadcast, will be joining us.
All right. Exciting stuff. Go into the NHL, the Leafs.
And the Jays.
Yes, certainly. And of course, we've got a Techstravaganza workshop coming up on Wednesday, December 3rd, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. The topic for this week will be pronunciation and screen readers and changing the pronunciations in various ones. So that should be a lot of fun. Of course, you can find the link to the Techstravaganza site in every post that we put up. It's always there. So head on over there if you're looking for tech tips. And we will be back here.
And I think it's also podcasted, isn't it?
It is also podcasted. So you can find the links there as well on your various platforms of choice. Or if you go to that site, of course, it will have all the relevant information as we do with all of ours. And we will be back here again on the newly renamed Ali and McKara show next Sunday, December the 7th, I want to say, at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. It'll finally be December, and we won't have the month mix up.
And it will be, and we are part of
what will be known by then as the Musa Slobodian Network.
Thank you so much for listening and or watching Ali and McKara's Books. To learn more about the show, please visit aliandmccarasbooks.ca. While you're there, subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss an update. Besides, it's free. Enter your email address and hit subscribe. Ali and McKara's Books is part of the Broadcast Map Network, where good conversations happen.